We gotta fight for it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to us. We just gonna have to take it. How many more funerals do we gotta go to? And how many more scenes of the crime do we gotta watch?
When they asked me about the video they asked me about what I said to Jonah, and that's when I told them, I said, I don't want shit, blah blah blah, whatever, and they said, well, Dad said that he recorded that interaction, and I said, okay, I'll sign a shit right up. And with the search part of it, as a principal, it's basically like, say, Dad wanted to search Jonah, and Jonah said, "You're not going to search me," which he never said in the office. He said it to me up, like I told you, up in the hallway. But he never denied the search while we were in the office. Either way, it doesn't matter to me because it wasn't my deal. I was just in there to take it. Did
he give consent to the administrator? Did he say you can search me?
Nope, nobody. I mean, it's just like, give me, all right, you know what's going on. Like, I got to search you. Type thing, and so then he complied with what was being asked. So as far as like the lawful or unlawful part, like there was literally nothing. It's like if Dad wanted to search Jonah at home, and Jonah said, "You can't search me." Well, Dad's not gonna go, well, okay, son, you said I can't search you, but even though I have reasonable suspicion, because the principals don't need probable cause, unfortunately. On what I watched the video, that's what I thought.
The research that I've done, that's a true statement.
Yeah. So, and that's what I was like, he thinks that that Jonah is an adult downtown San Antonio and gets approached by a police officer. Or y'all being downtown. He doesn't have those same liberties, if you will. That an adult does downtown, and a cop walks up to them. They're placed in local parenthesis. Which is, in the place of a guardian. So it's like, Dad's gonna, if Dad says, hey man, like, someone told me you're doing this or doing that, I'm gonna search your bag just to make sure you don't have it, because I care about your safety. And so even if you did deny the search, from what I've read in law as far as the administrative side, because I don't really read a lot of the administrative side. So now we get into the point where I'm on administrative leave, right? Well, I wanted a one-on-one with my leadership. So I go in there and obviously express my displeasure with her. I can use a little bit more lenient language. I was like, this is bullshit type stuff, whatever. And my character has never been questioned and not held true. And nobody's defending me right now, but the firestorm that the one video created, and I told him I don't want that shit before I even knew the video was on, that he took a video of it, because I don't I'll sign the write-up for saying shit, my bad, but like I said, that's a rapport builder to a certain extent.
It's not the worst thing that a person can do.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. But the way it happened is that they released what I believe was a press release prior to all that. And so I was asked, well, Fleming, I just got off the phone with like 30 people calling into the PD saying, what type of officer is he? And I told him he's a great officer, he's highly trained, he's a great father, and all this stuff. And now what am I supposed to tell him, Fleming? And I'm like, you tell him the same shit you told him 30 minutes ago. that I'm a great officer, that I'm highly trained, and I'm a great father. Like, nothing's changed because I said I don't want shit. But they believed that statement about the search was an official statement about my interaction with Jonah in the morning, which it wasn't. Nobody asked me that. So I go on administrative leave, and I start thinking, right?
That's kind of tricky.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and you know, false statements to me, that's a cop career killer. You know, because any defense attorney can subpoena the files, find that one thing, and we're talking about. Because the reality is, I'm graduating in June, and my plan was to go to a federal agency or DPS. And doing that, I couldn't have a false statements in my record. I mean, that nobody's gonna hire me, right? And that's all I've worked for in the last 10 years is just trying to get my shit together prior, you know, and get back on the right track. And I felt like I moved here to the school district so I could go full time and have my kid more. Like, what other reasons do you need, you know what I mean, to know who I am? And this video, like, just, I mean, it's a domino effect. Bad shit started happening as soon as this video came out.
Oh.
But he put out another video.
He put out something.
Of course, obviously,
clearing.
the firestorm had already happened, and I was already on admin leave by the time he put it out, saying, well, now I found out the officer only patted him down, this, that, and the other. So the damage had already been done, regardless if you come back and say it later. Like, it's already been done. And now you search Kitty Hawk on anything, now it's like videos with my name in it. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? My character's never been questioned, and everybody knows me. If my character was really what was being portrayed, then I wouldn't put my damn ex-wife of 6 years on my personal references for job questions. She's also my son's mother. And you know what? She's not going to say everything great about me. She's going to be like, yeah, he fucked up back in the day, whatever, but led to this situation. He's a great man now, blah, 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 blah. Like, she's just going to be real. That's why I put her on there. And then I know that the background investigators are curious enough to call her, right? They're like, what? He put his ex-wife on this? So that's why I do that. But my character had already been trashed. I got parents at that school that think now that I'm this cop that intimidates kids and just searches them unlawfully, and that's just not the truth, man. And I mean, there's obviously I was jotting shit down as I'm watching the videos and everything, and
it just things in the videos that you haven't addressed that aren't true.
I think on one it said something that he wasn't notified.
I think it's important if there's something in the videos that is not true.
Well,
or
so
is
the
not
sergeant,
accurate or
right?
Fully explained. If you want to touch on that.
Yeah. The sergeant called me, and he said, "Hey, Dad just called. Whatever. He said he wasn't notified about this. The first time he heard of it was when his son told him. That was untrue. I mean, obviously that's."
How did
hearsay.
that go down?
Well, he called me and he said, what happened? I tell him, he goes, well, how come y'all didn't call the dad or parents? And I'm like, we did. He was giving Miss Slate the business on the phone. You know, like it. Okay. I know he was contacted.
This was during the first incident when he was inside the principal's office and he turned his socks and shoes inside out.
Yeah,
and they were talking.
This was a couple hours later when I guess he called the PD upset.
It wasn't during the search. It was later on.
Yeah, it was later on.
Okay.
And even before Monday when the video originally came out.
Okay.
So. I mean, look. You know, that's basically the story. And so then they put me on admin leave. So my recourse to that was I had a bargaining chip, and the chief was I guess you could say kind enough to say if you resign, this can go away type shit, right?
Okay.
Which is, I mean, I don't want that out there, because she's looking out for me, because she knows
I'll be honest with you. My direction is now starting to turn. Using a cuss word it's here don't know. We shouldn't.
Right, yeah,
There's
yeah,
reason,
right.
There's reasons to do it. There's justifications for it. But at the end of the day, it's probably not the best practice.
Right.
And so, but that's way down here on the problem. And we got this big problem up here of the administrator. Granted, and I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Granted, she may be covered under the law as to her actions in that room. Searching his bag, socks inside out, whatever. But it appears to me that she refused to allow any communication with the parents during that time. And that to me, just my personal opinion, that seems to be the biggest issue. And they have not even glanced over at that. They went right after you, pulled you into an office, asked you some questions, and tricked you into saying something that they could twist and put on paper, do something to you and say, hey, look what we did about this whole situation, which really they haven't done shit about the situation. It still exists,
Right.
To my knowledge. So unless they
And so about that communication, right? Like, typically, I can't say I've been in there to where they've said, okay, well, you call your parents before. Typically, I say we, not the police department, but as a school, they do a search and then they call mom, dad, whatever. Hey, this is what happened. Regardless if the kid had said, hey, I want to call my parents first, because I'll tell you, we've had also situations where the kid calls dad or mom or whatever, and then the dad says, you're not talking to my kid until I get there. And so then when they get there, they say, hey, I want a private room. I want to speak to my son before he says anything. And then we found that they turned the evidence over to the parent, because the parent originally sent the kid to distribute amongst the other students. So, back to the whole administrative deal, I want to have a career. I want to have a future. I have a backstory that's just, I want it to be told, but I also want a future in a certain career field. So it's kind of like I'm kind of like on the edge. Like I have one page that I share other stuff about, addiction and stuff like that. But so I'm on a different path. I couldn't be almost 10 years clean without living with integrity, right? And so I don't care if there's cameras or if there isn't. I want to have a career. And that false statements is not going to be something that I need in my file. Even if they do a slap on the hand, he got verbally counseled for lying, basically. It was easier for me to just say, peace, whatever.
Right, because you're at will.
And fortunately enough, I had already paid a year of rent ahead of time, because I was contemplating not going back to work after the Christmas break and really going to school full time. So I was able to really pursue. And I'll tell you, you're not going to believe this, but I have pictures to support the evidence. That it was Wednesday, I was taking my son to the dentist. I got cut off by a car. And I'm on admin leave at this time, right? I get cut off by a car, slam on my brakes. I obviously reestablished the lane. I look up and the license plate was jobless. I pulled into the dentist's office and I called the chief and said, you're gonna have my resignation.
My point is that, the vice principal may be covered under the law. They may have done everything right under the law.
Right.
May not have violated any laws or any rules, but it might not be the best business practice to not notify the parents. You want to search the kid
Prior
if the kid doesn't want to be searched. If guns were involved or something that you're suspecting is going to put somebody's safety in jeopardy, definitely we're not hesitating on that. But if it's something else, then I have a problem with the administrator not notifying the parents.
Well, prior to or just at all?
Prior to.
Gotcha.
Just, in the office there, kid wants the parents called. Fine, let's call the parents right here and right now. Knowing Todd as little as I do, but knowing him and what he stands for, and what he's said from time to time, I would put my money on that if the administrator had called him at the time, Todd would have probably got Jonah on the phone and said, empty out your pockets, I'm on my way down. But do what they tell you to do, empty out your fucking pockets. I would have went down there and figure out what the fuck's
Right,
going on.
yeah.
And you know, it may have been like I am. First thing that's in my mind is, what did Jonah do? What did my son do to be in the situation? Again, the only time I ever got in trouble is when I was actually doing something.
Right,
I caused myself to be there. So I'm concerned with, son, what are you doing that you're in here in this office?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that, and ideally, I think how this probably should have went down. You know, they once they got in contact with the parent, and it being after the fact, okay, the particular type of parent this is, he's going to be upset. Fine, look past that, get him in there, meeting, talk about what occurred. If you know, and establish that, okay, if this happens in the future, and Jonah wants his parents called, this is how we're going to handle it.
Right, yeah.
We're going to call the parents, and then everybody would have been happy, and probably he could have just let bygones be bygones, unless it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do that.
Right.
In fact, what they did do, when we initially contacted them, we got hung up on it. So,
I'll tell you why, because he wasn't trying to hear what she was saying to him about the process. And then how long are you going to be on the phone with someone who's not really listening?
I think
And
that
she said, if you have any other questions, you're more than welcome to contact this room. Thank you.
I think there's somebody there that's a lot smarter than Todd.
Right, yeah.
They got degrees. They got.
That doesn't always mean smarter.
I've been to college. Problem solving. I think there's somebody there that could have probably found a solution or some kind of neutral meeting ground,
Right, yeah.
if you will, with an irate parent. Even if that parent is irate for the wrong reasons, we have to de-escalate it. We have to.
Right.
Tell you what, when you're, sir, you know, I don't know. When you're calmed down, we can talk, and we'd like to meet with you, but right now we're not getting anywhere. Can we have this discussion at a later time, or can you cool down and call me back? Can I call you back when everybody's cool? And they could have made up 100 reasons. Hey, listen, there's something going on.
Right,
Let
yeah.
me call you right back. There's 100 ways to deal with somebody that's irate on the phone, other than.
To be honest with you, I wasn't even really listening because I was talking to Jonah the whole time. However, you didn't come talk to me about it, number one, and then I explained to Jonah that you're more than welcome to have him come in and talk to me, but no one called me, no nothing. No one tried to contact me. Nobody. Because I need my name cleared right now, because people all over the place are messaging me going, dude, here's another video, it's on this site, it's on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, like, this is crazy. And then also ask his viewers, or y'all's viewers, whatever the group is, to stop calling the school, because number one, we already know they're not going to answer anything. Number two, the ladies are taking these calls and these people are telling them to kill themselves, all this other shit. I don't know, can I say shit on the camera now with all? And not only that, but they're tying up phone lines for maybe a possible emergency. And that's my, like, again, I don't have any loyalties to that school anymore, right? Trust me, I like your videos a little bit better because you're a little bit more, I'm not trying to be condescending, but like a little bit more mature about how you're going about it, and the things you say are factual. The other videos, SAXZ Prez, that slacker dude, I don't think James Madison and our forefathers that built this country, when they were thinking about morals and amendments for free speech, I don't think fat fucking pig was in their mind.
So at the end of the day, what did you do wrong?
That's what apparently I lied. And not only that, I still didn't know there was a video of a recording of him interacting me. So I think we're good. It's still, so it's not like I knew a video was out, so then I went and told on myself. I didn't know the damn video came back out.